right into their hand. We're going to close down our energy strength, and then we're going to have to rely on the communist Chinese. And it's not just cobalt. They're controlling a lot of these rare earth minerals, aren't they?
Oh, without a doubt. And matter of fact, the whole idea of the solar panels and the fact that this administration has looked the other way largely when it comes to that production. And John Kerry, who's our czar for Green New Deal initiatives, is like human rights matter, but it's on page 16 of their talking points. It's not a priority. And many of these things are being made in concentration camps, including these solar panels.
So John Kerry has to know what's going on in the Congo.
He does.
I mean, the guy's flying all over the world. He's got the greatest airline pass in the world. He's got to know what's going on in China. So the communist Chinese, it's not just Congo. It's Afghanistan with the rare minerals. It's China with the rare minerals, although they need more from other countries. It's Ukraine that has rare minerals, which I think is one of the reasons Russia wants to conquer Ukraine and so forth. And he just keeps flying around saying, we're behind the curve, we need to catch up, the world's coming to an end. And I'll say it again, all the inhumanity that's going on. It's a funny thing how they're able to turn their heads from this. Now, aren't you concerned about a president of the United States who doesn't even speak straightforwardly with the American people about what it's going to take to get all these batteries?
Oh, without a doubt. And there's been no real good oversight hearings about, not just supply, but the grid. How can the grid, the electric grid, stand for all of that recharging that will be taking place almost nonstop? It's not been factored out. And again, to me, this is past its prologue.
We're talking about tens of thousands of children because you have to mine a lot of cobalt. And you make a very, very important point. Now, clearly, President Biden and his administration, the head of the EPA, the Secretary of State, they all know this is going on. They probably know more than you do about it because they're dealing with these countries directly as in the executive branch, and yet they keep pushing electric vehicles. That's their answer to everything when the prices go up on fossil fuels. So they want to abandon fossil fuels, which really is the fuel that runs the energy of our capitalist system and is our national security liquid, and then place us all on this drug of electric vehicles, which cannot run without these batteries, which cannot work without the cobalt, which you cannot get except through the communist Chinese. So what kind of a situation are they creating?
Well, they're creating a nightmare for the victims. And almost all of these victims happen to be little African children or other people who are vulnerable. We know that the military is very much, this is the DR Congo military, involved with ensuring that the Chinese get what they want. And cobalt, which is mined out of the Democratic Republic of Congo, most of the reserves are found in the DRC, and China owns it. They are exploiting people. They're using child labor. And, the key ingredient, one of the key ingredients of electric cars and the batteries is cobalt. 13 to 26 pounds of it goes into every battery. So it's a very expensive commodity. Matter of fact, it's going for now what is the number now? $71,000 a ton. And the Chinese have cornered that market, realizing that the United States and Europe and others, want to have electric cars. And if you want electric cars, there may be some alternative someday. Cobalt is a mainstay. And they're exploiting kids. We had two Africans from the DR Congo